I'm not a Catholic anymore with a big C. I'm a Catholic with a little c. Because look up the word in the dictionary over here, and you'll be shocked. C-A, what is it? C-A-T, Catholic. Catholic, it says whole, universal, all-inclusive, of general interest and value, hence, having broad sympathies and understanding, liberal. Wow! When I read that, I said, did the Catholic Church steal a word and twist it all around? It says liberal. It's amazing how everybody begins, I mean, we all begin not knowing very much. And then once a person is successful, people start assuming, oh, well, you know, he knew how to be a writer, Louis L'Amour, or I knew how to be a writer, and they have no idea that I didn't know crap. We were all meant to shine as children do. We were born to me, it was verbal. I'd come home and my father would tell me stories of how he took care of the goats and how he raised a calf, a black calf that had been orphaned. The wolves had killed the mother, and the uncle gave him this calf, and he raised it with the goats. So the little bull grew up jumping on the rocks like a goat and thinking he was a goat. He'd never seen a cow. And he'd tell me these stories. Then he'd say, now tell me a story. So we would tell stories. My parents told me Mexicans always got knives. I said, I didn't know that. I'll bring one tomorrow. I'm a storyteller around the campfire. And we got to turn off the TV and tell stories about each other at the dinner table. You know, ask the kids, what happened to you today? And then don't look at the newspaper or this and that. Spend time with your kids. Spend time with each other. Get to know each other through our stories. Personal stories, embarrassing stories, first stories about anything. The fame is really not important. What is important is the act of storytelling. I'm telling people to take the time to write them down in a journal. Because when you take the time, you're redigesting. It's like the cow chewing her cud. And you discover great things about yourself. You discover things that you never even knew about yourself in the act of writing it down. Every family has their own Bible. Every culture has their own Bible. A Bible is a group of short stories that are real and truthful and connect us to God. As a professional writer, do I measure myself by the money? Do I measure myself by money? I would like to. I would like to measure myself by money and say, I'm doing really well. But the reality is, I measure myself by people that read my books and stop me on the street or at the airport or whatever, and they say, well, I want you to know that your books have changed my life. I've read all your books, and I've gotten all my family to read your books. And as one man said, I was never very close to my father. When he was dying, I took him to Washington, D.C. with me, where I have a job. And I started reading to him Rain of Gold. And then he said to me, that's what happened to me with your grandfather, and that's what happened to me with your grandmother. And he said he started crying, and we got together, and I read to him your book for the last 30 days of his life. And it anchored us. It brought us together. That's what the Bible does. That's what keeps the Jews together. A book that gives them a common community inside their heads. We all need our books. We all need our Bibles to anchor us so we're not limited to this physical stuff, but we have our souls and our hearts anchored in stories of our people that give vision and hope to the world. I know deep inside me that if I just don't think about it, really good things are going to happen. Words are going to come out of me.